And you can see what's left of this farmer's barn just smoldering in the background. And as we come across a little more, you can see a second barn that absolutely incinerated from this fire.
More than 60 cars and trucks, the entire inventory, repossessed on behalf of Ford Motor Company.
Yesterday, eastbound traffic on I-80 was a nightmare. Chain controls, hour-long stops.
These Air Force humanitarians will be gone for about 6 weeks. 92,000 pounds of equipment and supplies go with them.
And welcome to Glendale, Arizona, 102 degrees.
This moment, this homecoming, was what they all were waiting for.
Let's go live to News 10's Dave Marquis. He joins us now with the latest developments on what's going on. Dave?
Alicia, Mark saying just a moment ago, and he's right on both counts, this damage still continuing from this fire. You can see, well, now it's a sea of smoke out there, but firefighters just a moment ago saying another structure has gone off back where the fire started. And once again, Mark Hedlund talking about the shifting winds. That was part of the problem. They thought they had it protected. We're actually going to be hearing from the owner in just a moment who thought that his property had been saved. It looks like maybe it was not. But you can see where the fire just raged to the south and the east here, and you can see what's left of this farmer's barn just smoldering in the background. And as we come across a little more, you can see a second barn that absolutely incinerated from this fire. The good news for the farmer and his family, the two families that live here, is this mobile home has been protected by units staged out around it. You can see where that's okay, you're fine. This is where livestock is being brought out by someone. We don't know if these are neighbors, friends, or the folks who live here. And you can see the home in the background also being protected. Now, there are power lines that are down in the background along Excelsior Road behind us. And let's give you a look at some video that we had from a little bit earlier. You can see some of the flames just taking off. Very flashy fuels. This is where near where the fire started, burning very quickly and very, very hot to the south. And with the winds, it's very tough for firefighters to get around and stage all the structures they had to. Now, you can see a couple firefighters here in just a moment in a sea of smoke once again protecting this gentleman's property. And at the time, they thought that they had been successful. They've saved everything.
They saved the structures?
Looks like it.
Awesome. Now I only have $20,000 worth of brand new front fencing burning down in front of my eyes.
Randy saved him. His name's Ace, and we're really glad to have him. I don't know, I lost a few cats.
So you can see that dog was saved. That is the good news. And we are, again, very concerned because it is that spot right there where that gentleman's property is, where now you can see the plume of smoke where it looks like the fire shifted and he may have lost one of his structures, hopefully not his home itself, but neighbors helping neighbors out here. Now we want to show you some of the other casualties of the fire. I hope we have this video for you. It's of a couple of goats that were badly burned at the property where we are now. The flames just surrounded them. They weren't able to get free. A lot of livestock was moved out of the area. As you heard that other gentleman saying, they were able to rescue a lot of them, but some not so fortunate. These two goats are expected to survive, but again, pretty badly burned from the fire before people could get to them and get them out. So this fire continuing to be very dangerous to damage properties and be a risk to both life and limb of people and animals out here today. A very, very tough fire with the wind still feeding it pretty hard. Alicia?
All right. Thank you, Dave.
Customers and Ford Motor Company say that they have been getting a raw deal from Vacaville Ford. News 10's Cornell Bernard joins us live tonight with the story. Cornell?
Dale, it's not often the repo man pays a visit to a car dealership. That's exactly what's happened here at Vacaville Ford. All the cars, all the trucks, all the car parts are gone tonight. Unpaid bills, the apparent reason, but that's just the beginning.
A little surprised.
That was the reaction at Vacaville Ford when Solano Sheriff's deputies converged Wednesday morning with a court order and a lot of help.
We coordinated, had auto transport delivery people, inventory people, and locksmiths, stuff like that.
More than 60 cars and trucks, the entire inventory, repossessed on behalf of Ford Motor Company. Sheriff's deputies say the dealership reportedly owes money to Ford for cars which have not been paid for. New auto parts from the repair shop, also seized by deputies, boxed up and hauled away into storage.
No, you may not. Private property, please leave.
Okay, can you tell me what happened here today?
No, we cannot. Private property, please leave.
No comment from dealership managers about the big repo.
All the cars are gone. What do you make of that?
It's unreal.
But Tom and Dee Baldu aren't surprised at all.
The general manager that works here is awful. Awful.
The dealership is also the target of court action by the Solano County District Attorney's Office after almost 200 customers complained their trade-ins hadn't been paid off by the dealership. leaving their credit damaged.
We traded one exactly like this for this one because there was a problem with the one before this, and she told you that wasn't paid off. The one we traded in, they didn't pay it off.
Last spring, Vacaville Ford agreed to obey all laws, but prosecutors say violations keep happening. Tom says it's hard to fight a dealership, which is now a ghost town.
You know, it's a big dealership, Ford. You know, I'm just sorry to see it happen.
The DA's office says it will pursue further legal action against Vacaville Ford. The cars which got repoed today are now in Benicia in storage. They'll be there for 90 days. The dealership has that long to challenge the repossession. The dealership, though, says it will try to stay in business tonight and open tomorrow selling used cars, but we'll be surprised if that happens. Live in Vacaville, Cornell Bernard, News 10.
Yeah, we're in a great day here at Blue Canyon, a great travel day. Snow up at the summit, clear roads, people going back and forth without a single problem. That was not the story yesterday, though. A lot of issues, a lot of headaches, thousands of people trying to get up to the snow. But today, all of them said, you know what, looking at all this fresh powder, it was all well worth it. There's this old saying, you know the one, what a difference a day makes. Well, I suppose seeing is believing. Yesterday, eastbound traffic on I-80 was a nightmare. Chain controls, hour-long stops. Today, Mother Nature was a little bit kinder.
It was 4 hours to get here. We took off at 6 a.m. and there was still a lot of traffic.
Stephanie Tran and her friends came to the Sierra all the way from San Jose to do what thousands of others did, or attempted to do.
This is the best time, best weather I've had boarding so far.
Like all the others, Boreal Mountain Resort was packed with those capitalizing on the 8 feet of snow our last storm dropped.
Absolutely came at the perfect time, right before President's Weekend, got everybody excited so they get up here.
The clouds left at the perfect time too, allowing late snowgoers to fill cash registers at restaurants, resorts, and rental shops.
We were jamming. It started off a little slow because of chain controls, but Caltrans did a wonderful job clearing I-80. Now I-80 is wide open and people can get up here, and they have. We got a good turnout.
But these storms aren't always about the resorts or the ski shops. Sometimes it's about finding these hidden gems, you know, the free ones. Where are your pants?
He has them. That guy over there. I actually only brought one pair for the ride home, but we got stuck overnight. I've never been around this much snow. I'm having a blast.
Let's go in the lift again.
But even if the mini slopes aren't for everyone, everyone agrees this snow definitely is.
Throw snowballs or even sled, but the snow is definitely great.
So yeah, it's a great day at the summit and a great day for drivers, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. If you do have any plans to come here or at least enjoy Sunday, or if you have the day off on Monday, bring those chains with you because we really never know what Mother Nature is going to do. In Blue Canyon, Nick Monticelli, News 10.
A card game cuts the anxiety as Air Force personnel prepare for a trip.
This is actually my first humanitarian relief mission.
Tech Sergeant Ryan Peterson of Rockland joins 19 other airmen who will soon fly out of Travis Air Force Base. They're part of the 615th Contingency Response Wing, called to help earthquake-ravaged Haiti.
My specific mission is I'm an air traffic controller, and one of the things we keep seeing in the media is we need more air traffic controllers. We need to prioritize the planes, get the right supplies in, and get this moving as fast as we can.
The need in Haiti, desperate. Thousands are dead. There's not enough medicine for the injured or enough food for survivors.
We pretty much on and offload passengers, dealing with cargo on and off of the aircraft, humanitarian aid, aerovac, medical aerovacs. Those kind of things.
Tech Sergeant Philip Patterson explains that they're going to an airport in the Dominican Republic, which shares the Caribbean island with Haiti. Senior Airman Jason Childress prepares for the mission 2 weeks after marrying his sweetheart.
First and foremost, it's an honor to do it. These people are in need, and we're able to assist them. So there shouldn't be any reason why we go. And the fact that we were tasked to do it as our mission, that's just an amazing thing.
His wife prays for his safety and understands why he has to go.
It is sad. I know for a fact that if we weren't going to help them, then you know who is.
These Air Force humanitarians will be gone for about 6 weeks. 92,000 pounds of equipment and supplies go with them. When they return, no doubt, they'll have some stories to tell.
And welcome to Glendale, Arizona, 102 degrees.
We monitor it every couple hours for the National Hockey League.
My name is Jim Hanlon. I'm the ice technician over here at jobbing.com Arena for the Phoenix Coyotes hockey team.
Right now, as you can see, the ice is at 20.3 degrees on the surface, 17 degrees on our concrete floor, and outside is 101 degrees. The outside temperatures are very critical. We monitor it every couple hours just in order to make sure that we can cool the building enough and we stay ahead of the game. Right now, the refrigeration plant just for the floor is 260 tons. The average household unit ranges from 3 to 5 tons depending on the size of your residence. In order to ensure that we have 1 inch of ice out here, which is 10,800 gallons of water.
How many hours a day do you think you spend here during the playoffs?
During the playoffs, between 15 to 20 hours a day. The full-time staff here with myself and the engineers is 7 people.
Down to LA. Oh, from center ice!
My job is awesome. I'm very fortunate to really enjoy what I do. Plus, I work with such great people out here in Glendale that it's just great not only living here in the Valley, but working with such a great team. Go Yotes.
We are waiting for Sergeant Keith Seplak to come home.
I am waiting for my husband to come home.
Johnny Poole, my son.
Oh, my brother.
His real name's Keith, but we call him Lucky.
And many, many more were lucky today. All total, more than 100 troops returned to these loving arms you see. Flags were at the ready, balloons were bouncing, so were the kids. It was this plane carrying their troops that they were waiting for. A return to their families and their lives the men and women have missed.
Birthday parties and Christmas and family events.
Surprises awaited.
And my son doesn't know about it yet.
Friday, we're taking out to Vegas for a whole week.
This moment, this homecoming, was what they all were waiting for.
It's a really awesome feeling, but it still hasn't hit me yet. Oh, it felt great. We could hear them cheering from the outside. You know, everybody's out there. It was real nice. First time coming back for me, so hey, it's something special, I know.
This celebration was fit for the heroes the families know they are.
I am so proud of all of them. I am so excited. It's been a long journey for them, and so I'm overjoyed for all of them and for all the families that are here.
Some were looking forward to the small things.
Sushi.
Others returned to the big things.
This is my son. This is the most important person.
This is my heart right here. He's so big. Baby boy held it down while I was gone.
Oh, I never get tired of looking at those faces. Based out of Casa Grande, the men and women of the 422nd Expeditionary Signal Battalion were deployed to Afghanistan for nearly a year. Great.